Conor is a politician, dog.
Too funny. I want to pat myself on the back. Since our first show, probably December 12th, 2022, I've been saying the dude ain't gonna fight again.
You know what's the crazy thing about it?
What's that?
You watched it. Like, you actually watched it? What are you doing?
No, I watched the highlights on Twitter. You know that. That's what I did.
Bro,
that was
what
one
are you doing watching it?
He was juicing
funny.
Trump up. He's like,
very funny, but I'm saying, like,
I'm
why are you watching Conor McGregor's press conference? I said, this has to be some kind of joke, right? Because it looked like he was holding a press conference at the White House.
He did that too, yes, I believe.
First, I was like, oh my God, why is he at the White House? Like, what's going on here? And then I started to think, oh my God, Ben and I are doing our show tomorrow. He's going to pat himself on the back.
Like, that dude's getting elected president. Next go around, for
You're
sure.
a lot, bro.
For sure, he is. He's going to be is it a president, prime minister? I don't know what they have over there. That man's going to be the prime minister of Ireland next time around. Bank on it.
Guess what? If any Muslim guy out there send you messages about being a Jew, you have a big nose, they're not Muslims. You know what I'm saying? Islam or Christianity or Judaism, if you believe in that, you understand you're not supposed to make fun of other religion. You're not supposed to make fun of other people.
Hey, you're a freaking stud. You're trying to come for knockout of the night, huh?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Let me get it.
All right.
Okay.
No, I'm not promising, but you know, maybe we both can get.
That's what I told Jon Jones on the last one. I said, hey, listen, I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm going to steal the show. You got to have that attitude, right?
Bro, you was a Bellator champ, you know. You have many fights in UFC, you have good contract. Now I'm trying to be a millionaire in Brazil, so please, you know, do some submission or something like that, but
well, there's two
don't knock me out.
There's two performance bonuses, so we're good. We'll get it.
All right.
In fighting, right, they're usually like, they're being heavy. So you know, you can drop down, do heel hook and all that stuff, but a lot of people, what they miss is they think it's a like that. It has to be a, you have to throw them up like that.
Like
hip, yeah, like a wrestler, right? And so like when I'm here, I step in, I go, and then there's an arm right there, boom. And so I'm able to hit it. But a lot of people don't have that velocity to throw people up. They're like, you see people do something like that. You see people all the time, they go this. They go, and they try to get it. It's like, no, you have to, boom, explode to get them up. And you see it all the time in MMA, even grappling, right? Because they'll go like this. They'll go, they go like this, they slam them. And it's like, you miss opportunity to go here, there, arm bar, or.
You're like completely disconnected, going elbow to elbow at 6 foot.
Yeah.
Jay, close your eyes.
Yeah. And even in the gi, I'll do it in practice too, just because, you know, it's so hard to armbar people the conventional way, right? So when Matt taught it to me, he was like, he just hit me with it. I was like, how'd you do that? And he goes, you're just too good now. I can't just armbar you. So he threw me out.
Sometimes as a commentator, I feel bad when Michael Chandler's contemporaries all come out and in droves call him a cheater. You know, you've seen Dustin Poirier lead the league with that charge and Gaethje piling on a little bit during the UFC 313 fight week. What do you make of all of that? And are you mindful of that going into the fight?
If you're not cheating, you're not trying. You know what I mean? Like, that's on the ref.
Yeah.
It's not really, if he's just throwing hammer fists at the back of Charles Oliveira's head, Charles either needs to move his head or the ref needs to say something to him. Yeah. Like, I did watch that fight the other day though, he does hammer fist now 12 times on the back of the head, just like that, and he knows what he's doing. Yeah. But it's one of them, like the ref, if I was in that position, I'm Charles, I'm saying, ref, you know what I mean? What are you doing here? Like, that was some bad refereeing right there. But obviously I've seen the Poirier one as well, Poirier saying he tried to fish hook him to get the choke and stuff like that. I'll do the same thing as Poirier. If that happens, I'll bite his finger and try and cut it off with my teeth. Like, It's one of them.
Yeah.
But I always say, if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
What do you think about the fight with Alex Pereira and Ankalaev?
I thought it was too close to bitch about. And I'm for Alex. I like Alex a lot. I remember watching it thinking it came down to the last round, but, you know, if it's that close, you know, let him do it again. Because, I mean, Ankalaev, everybody thought, well, what if he, you know, now he's going versus grappler. He didn't get him down.
Yeah,
you know?
I thought Alex won the 5th round.
Yeah, so but if it comes down to one round, you know, there's been worse robberies. I wouldn't call it a robbery. Maybe a bad decision, but I don't know. But you could make a case for
In the
him
old
too.
days, you got to take it from the champ.
Yeah, but is that right though? Because if you go round by round, either you won or lost. I get it. No, I'm with you. It's always better if you knock the champ out cold. But sometimes it goes down to rounds. That's the game we're playing. So who won this round? Who won that round?
But it's an instant rematch. Like, I mean, instant.
Yeah, there you go.
Islam Makhachev, the lightweight champion of the world, one of the greatest fighters of all time, and the number one pound fighter in the world. Rumors are coming out that he said no to a fight with Ilia Topuria. Said that they'll turn on the Topuria fight because they feel he needs to do something first. What do you make of that when you first hear it? Like, he doesn't want to fight Topuria just yet, at least.
My first sense is that's fake news, and it's a real insult to to Islam. I don't believe that Islam's scared to fight anybody. I think the evidence of that fact would be the fact that he switched opponents, took on Money Moicano with no training camp, no preparation, just because it's the right thing to do, and make sure that the golden rule is followed, which is the show must go forward. I don't believe it to be any more than a rumor. I also think it's a little bit insulting to be the one to have to ask Islam, will you fight a 45-pounder, considering that would make the third 45-pounder that Islam was forced to face. And the only thing Islam has ever told us is that he himself would like to change weights. So if he himself is not allowed to do the one thing that they're asking him to do 3 times over, I'm light on that. I don't think it happened.
Aren't you? You being felt like you're left in the dark at the moment. Tom just wants to compete. An unactive fighter, I'm guessing, is not the happiest fighter. Where are your heads at right now with it?
You're contracted to do 3 fights a year, and I think he's worked himself into a position where he should fight for a belt. And for me, if the guy doesn't want to fight for the belt, vacate it. And he's not bothered about Jon Jones. The talk last year, the Jon Jones thing that we did was just to try and get him to take the fight, you know, to have the fight. Tom's not bothered with fights. Jon Jones is just another body in the gym, you know, another bum in the shower, they say, don't they? It just is. He just wants to compete. He's a competitor.
Yeah.
And as a coach, you want him competing when he's fit. You don't want him sitting around. And in the gym, you don't know whether they're ready or not. You don't know what level they're going to be at. You know, I just want him to compete. He wants to compete all the time, so hopefully they'll sort something out. I don't know what's holding it up. We've not been told. Jon Jones will. I don't know what Jon Jones has said. I don't know what he's done. We've had nothing yet.
Clock is ticking on that one because, you know, I was told that Jon wants 6 months to prepare if the fight is locked in. And what's 6 months from now? September? Now I'm sure, you know, money talks, but it feels like the summer, you know, if that is the goal, it's starting to slip away a little bit.
Our government is the government of zero action with zero accountability. You know, our money is being spent on overseas issues that has nothing to do with the Irish people. The illegal immigration racket is running ravage on the country. There are rural towns in Ireland that have been overrun in one swoop, that have become a minority in one swoop. So issues need to be addressed.
I'm done. Cut the show.
I'm done. Take me off. Take me off. Cut the show. I'm done.
Can you make that commitment for him?
No.
Can you make that
No,
commitment?
I don't want it.
I came here.
I do not want it.